Welcome to Defending Digital. I'm Chad Warner. Today's topic, do you monitor your kids online? A review of SpyAgent. Do you trust your kids to responsibly use a computer at all times without supervision? Do you trust them to responsibly use the internet without restrictions? If you're like most parents I talk to, you answered no to one or both of these questions. If you said the same, you're interested in parental controls and monitoring. SpyAgent is monitoring software with some parental controls. In this review, I'll tell you how SpyAgent can help you protect your kids online. What are the threats? When kids have their own devices, especially those with internet access, there's a good chance they'll try to use them in ways that are against your wishes or are outright dangerous. Here are just a few of the challenges you face. 1. Your kids may visit websites that contain malware that could harm their device and even other connected devices. 2. Your kids may access illegal content, such as pirated music and movies, and illegal forms of porn. 3. Your kids may communicate with people who mean them harm, such as cyberbullies and internet predators. 4. Your kids may use apps you don't approve of. 5. Your kids may view websites, images, videos, and other content you don't approve of, such as porn. 6. Your kids may send and receive messages you don't approve of, such as sexual or hateful messages. 7. Your kids may spend more time using their devices than you want them to. 8. Your kids may use their devices without your supervision, whether at home or outside of it. And 9. The parental controls built into devices and apps may not limit your kids as much as you would like. For these reasons, you should consider parental monitoring software such as SpyAgent. How to protect your kids. SpyAgent is monitoring software with some parental control features. It doesn't offer as many controls as other parental control software. You can configure SpyAgent to record many activities, including keystrokes, which is text that's typed into the computer, applications used, windows opened, websites visited, and chat conversations. It can also block websites and Windows applications, including chat software. Although SpyAgent can be run in stealth mode, making it invisible, I recommend that you be transparent with your kids about the monitoring rather than spying on them. I recommend that parents and children communicate about family rules and expectations. Now, I have a few questions that I usually run through related to parental monitoring software and parental control software, so I'm going to go through those now. 1. What devices does SpyAgent work with? It works on Windows 10, 8, 7, Vista, and XP, and even some older versions. But you really should not be using anything older than Windows 8.1 because Microsoft is no longer supporting older versions and there's security risk. SpyAgent is not available for other devices. For devices that are not running Windows, you'll need to use iOS's Screen Time if you're using an iPhone or iPad, Kaspersky Safe Kids, Norton Family Premier, or other parental control software. And you can find a lot more information about those at defendingdigital.com. Spytech, the company that sells SpyAgent, also sells software called Sentry PC, which works on Macs and has similar functionality to SpyAgent. 2. What apps can SpyAgent monitor or control? It can monitor and block the use of applications that are installed on Windows. You can select any programs installed on the PC to have SpyAgent close them when someone opens them. 3. Will SpyAgent work outside my home network? Yes, the software runs locally on the device, monitoring regardless of the network that's used, whether your kids are on your home Wi-Fi, someone else's Wi-Fi, or cellular data. 4. How specifically can SpyAgent filter content? It filters based on how SpyAgent has categorized websites, and it can also filter based on keywords that appear in the URL. It can also block websites based on their content, and you can set how sensitive this filter is. There's an option called Allow Only the Above URLs, and that will block all websites that you have not specifically allowed or whitelisted. This could be useful if your children are very young and only need to visit a small number of websites. You can choose what SpyAgent does when a disallowed website is opened. It can go back to the homepage or close the browser. When I tested, SpyAgent was somewhat slow to react to browsing. I was able to browse each site for a few seconds before SpyAgent reacted. Also, if more than one browser tab contained disallowed websites, the browser would ask if I wanted to close all tabs. If I just said no, then I could keep browsing for a few more seconds before the browser would ask again to close all tabs. 5. What website categories can SpyAgent filter? There are 10 categories, and there are also 3 filters that filter based on site content. Those 3 filters are adult content, racism, and profanity. And you can filter or set how sensitive that filter is. If you want to see what the 10 website categories are, you can view the blog post that goes along with this episode, which you can find at defendingdigital.com. Just search for SpyAgent, and you'll see screenshots as well as a video tour there. Question 6. How will I monitor my kids' activity with SpyAgent? There are 5 ways to monitor activity. 1. view logs in SpyAgent. So you do that on the PC that SpyAgent is installed on. 2, set up email alerts. 3, set up text or SMS alerts. 4, set up an FTP delivery of the logs. Or 5, a web browser if you use the SpyAnywhere Cloud, which is their free companion service. You can set up real-time activity alerts via email or text or SMS. The emails can contain screenshots as well as textual descriptions of the event. You can set up a daily activity report, which shows everything that the monitored users did on a specific day in order. And you can also set up top 10 reports, which allow you to view a ranked listing of the most used applications and websites. You can use the smart logging feature to have SpyAgent only start recording activity when certain keywords appear, when those keywords are typed or included in the name of an application or a window title or a URL. You can search all of the SpyAgent logs for specific keywords or data. SpyAgent also includes cross-referencing abilities, so you can quickly find related information across various SpyAgent logs. The free SpyAnywhere Cloud companion service allows you to remotely view logs and reports, and suspend and resume monitoring. A premium paid subscription to SpyAnywhere adds other features, such as viewing screenshots in real time. SpyAgent will record the URLs of websites that are visited, and you can optionally enable capture content of webmail sites and capture content of all sites. These cause SpyAgent to record the text of the websites that are visited. Question 7. Does SpyAgent use a whitelist or a blacklist? First, a couple definitions, and you can find definitions like these in the glossary at defendingdigital.com/glossary. A whitelist is a list of approved items. A system that uses a whitelist blocks all items that are not on the whitelist. A blacklist is the opposite. It's a list of disapproved items. A system that uses a blacklist allows all items that are not on the blacklist. SpyAgent uses a blacklist approach for apps and websites. However, you can use the allow only the above URLs option to use a whitelist approach for websites. It would only allow the websites that you specifically allow. Question 8. Does SpyAgent control screen time? How specifically? Yes, it does, but the controls are quite basic. You can set it to lock your computer at certain times of day in 1 hour intervals. So 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., each of those has a checkbox. And it will follow that same schedule every day. There's no way to set different schedules for different days. Locking the computer with SpyAgent is an all or nothing deal. There's no way to allow some programs and block others based on a schedule. 9. What browsers does SpyAgent work with? SpyAgent says that it works with, quote, all popular web browsers, unquote, and it shows icons for Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, and Safari. In my testing, it also worked with Edge. You don't want your kids to be tempted to use a different browser, so I recommend that you uninstall any browsers other than those that are supported. To prevent your child from installing other browsers, have them use a non-administrator user account on Windows. 10. Can SpyAgent filter HTTPS traffic? Yes, it can. 11. Can SpyAgent track my kid's location? No, it does not have the ability to track location. 12. How can I manage the settings of SpyAgent? You configure the settings on the PC that's running SpyAgent. To do so, you must stop monitoring. When you finish making your changes, you can start monitoring again. The free SpyAnywhere Cloud companion service allows you to remotely change settings, suspend and remove monitoring, clear logs, and uninstall SpyAgent. 13. How frequently is SpyAgent updated? Looking at the change log, I can see that the software has major updates 1 to 4 times each year. I don't know how often the database that's used for web filtering is being updated. 14. How easily can my kid get around SpyAgent? You set a password for SpyAgent, which is required to disable monitoring, change settings, or uninstall it. 15. How many devices or accounts does SpyAgent cover? You can buy a 1 PC license or a 3 PC license, and I'll tell you about the pricing in a couple minutes. 16. What else do I need to know about SpyAgent? Here are a few other miscellaneous things to know. Spytech, the company that sells SpyAgent, is quick to point out that its software is not spyware. It explains that spyware is usually installed without the knowledge of the owner of the PC, and the data it collects is usually sold to third parties. Spytech explains that SpyAgent is installed by the owner of the PC, and the collected data is only made available to the person who buys the SpyAgent software. The company also notes that the software can be set to alert users that they're being monitored, which is called the splash warning. I recommend that you enable this to remind your kids that they're being monitored. You can choose to have the software run in stealth mode, making it invisible, but I recommend that you be transparent with your kids about the monitoring rather than spying on them. Spytech says that, quote, Our monitoring software is legal as long as the purchaser installs it on a computer they own themselves. If a purchaser installs the software on a computer they do not own, then they may be violating state and federal laws." End quote. You can choose which PC users are monitored by SpyAgent to prevent your account or other adults' accounts from being monitored. SpyAgent can be used as a keylogger, which is software that monitors everything typed into the device, so it can record what's typed into any software. Because it's a keylogger, some security software will flag SpyAgent as malware. That's because keyloggers can be abused and used for secretly spying on people. If your security software flags SpyAgent, you'll need to mark it as safe or tell the security software to ignore it. SpyAgent can record text chats in a variety of messengers, including WhatsApp and Skype. SpyAgent can record audio using a PC's microphone. It can also take photos of using a PC's camera on a schedule that you set. SpyAgent includes a remote desktop client, which allows you to remotely control the PC. The SpyAgent software has a dated design, even though the software itself is not old. SpyAgent has extensive online documentation and an online help desk, and they offer remote assistance. SpyAgent is developed by Spytech, which is based in Minnesota. The company was founded in 1998. Question 17. What does SpyAgent cost? It's $69.95 for one computer, or $89.95 for 3 computers. The license you buy covers the version that you buy for as long as you use it, though you may choose to pay to upgrade to a newer version of SpyAgent in the future. If you choose to use the Spy Anywhere Cloud Companion service, you can upgrade to a premium subscription for additional features, such as viewing screenshots in real time. This is $19.95 per year per computer. Who is SpyAgent best for? The software is most useful if you want to keep a close watch on and restrict your kids' activity on a Windows PC. Because it doesn't work on other devices, it can't help you with any of those. If your kids use devices other than a Windows PC, which they almost certainly do, you probably want more full-featured parental control software that can work on more devices, such as Kaspersky Safe Kids, Norton Family Premier, or some other parental control software. And you can find reviews of those, as well as other information about parental controls at defendingdigital.com. And even if your kids only use Windows, you'll probably be happier using one of those options than SpyAgent. What you should do. First, define what you want parental control and internet filtering software to do. Start with what you've learned in this review. 2. Decide if SpyAgent will work for you and your kids. 3. If you choose SpyAgent, install it and configure it. As you do that, consider my advice throughout this review. 4. Talk to your kids about the settings that you configure. Talk when you first set up the software, as well as regularly after that. Technology is no substitute for parenting. 5. Regularly evaluate how well SpyAgent is working for your family. Adjust the software and your settings as necessary. If you'd like to learn more about SpyAgent, you can find it at defendingdigital.com/go/SpyAgent. That's SpyAgent. That's all for today. You can learn more about parental controls and internet filtering at defendingdigital.com. If you are enjoying the podcast, I would love it if you would leave a rating or review in whatever app or site you're using to listen to the podcast right now. And also, it would be great if you would tell a friend or family member about Defending Digital. Also, you can join the Defending Digital Facebook group, which I recently launched. And you can find that just by searching in Facebook the groups for Defending Digital.